thought I'd like to make everyone aware of the subliminal programming I've noticed recently in country music. I've been a huge fan, but until recently I noticed many songs glorifying excessive alcohol use and beta behavior toward women. Thank you so much for that talk, Kevin. Actually, I have noticed in country music for a very long time. I have liked many of the sound of country music, the style of country music. Often I have liked, but I am unable to listen to it because it is so pathetic. The guys could not be more demasculated, and that is intentional. I mean, do you really think the anti-whites who own the music industry that they're going to give proud, white, male, strong, masculine figures a platform to sing and to make music? Because you know what would end up happening with performers. Unfortunately, there is this phenomenon that we see with women where they seem to, it doesn't happen for men. You don't see a female musician show up someplace and you have men there by the thousands showing up screaming until they faint. You see that with women. That's just a reality we see around us. Could you imagine what would happen if you had a male musician? For God's sakes, folks, musicians they can be ugly as all hell, and they'll turn out thousands of fans who want nothing, or followers, groupies who want nothing but to reproduce with them, to have sex with them. So could you imagine if a guy got out there and he was at least half good looking, and he was playing good music, but it was robust and masculine, and he was talking about being a hero, and the girl says she's not going to put up with him or something, and he says, well, then hit the road if you're not going to put up with me. I mean, I had I guess I'll just mention, I had a young lady once who we were in the car, and she decided that she was, I guess, in a bad mood. She was going to tell me the what for and say something profoundly anti-white to me. So what do you think that I did when this young lady said, I mean, we were in our late teens. What do you think I did when she decided that she was going to say something profoundly anti-white to me? And I am a better, for better or worse, a masculine man. Well, I showed her how well the brakes worked in the car. Of course, we were both in our seat belts. I showed her how well the brakes worked, and then I invited her to the shoulder of the road. And we were in a safe place, so I would not have dropped her off in a place that was not safe. I would have found a safe place before dropping her off, but it was a very safe place. Nothing that could have gone wrong. In fact, I made sure of it, but I was not going to allow her to speak to me that way. I showed her how well the brakes worked beautifully. I introduced her and invited her to the shoulder of the road, and she was hoofing it from there on out. Now, how many country music singers would sing about that? No, they would sing about how he was thrown out of his own truck, and she drove off with his truck and then ran it into a tree. And then he apologized for making her run his truck into a tree. And then he went and he wrote her a love song and a poem, and he showed her how many backflips he could do for her. That is what country music is. And of course, that is what the anti-whites would do. So could you imagine a masculine, heroic man, white man, singing country music for our people, getting up on the stage, thousands and thousands of white women showing up, screaming for him? How quickly would every white guy in his teens and all the way up through his 20s begin imitating that country music singer like that? The moment they saw the women swarming in the thousands for this masculine, heroic guy, that if the girl didn't like it, she could hit the road. And if the government said they're going to do X, Y, or Z anti-white, he told the government how to hit the road. And all of these women are showing up to want to have sex with this guy. It would be the entire white male population that had testicles at all to show for themselves at their exams, with the physical exams with the doctor. that had something at all to grab, every single one of them would begin imitating that behavior. They would get belt buckles that big. That is why country music, when it comes to the males, is about being a pussycat.